Witnesses whose stories conflicted left them with nothing solid, and even the similarities in the witnesses' stories hadn't panned out. The killer was so good, it was terrifying. And then there was Jenna. Connor's angry 16-year-old daughter defied him at every opportunity. When her mother died 4 years ago in a car wreck, it turned his little family's world upside down and dropped him and his daughter into the midst of a battle of the wills. Flashing lights in a yellow tape barrier ahead demanded his attention. Right now he had another murder to solve, and at least 3 more missing girls to find. Connor wheeled to a stop and hopped out of the vehicle. Even in the wee hours of the morning, a small crowd had formed to gawk at the sight of a crime scene. Quiet murmurs and speculation filled the air as yellow crime scene tape flapped in the occasional gust. He pushed his way through and flashed his badge to the uniformed officer on the other side of the tape, Detective Connor Wolfe. The man handed Connor a paper suit and booties for Connor to don in order to protect the crime scene, then wrote Connor's name, badge number, and time of arrival down in the logbook. Connor ducked under and paused for a moment to get a feel for the place. A light breeze held the smells from the various fast food restaurants, cigarette smoke, and the unmistakable odor of a dead body. Crime scene investigators worked the area. Serena Hopkins, the medical examiner, hunched awkwardly over the side of the dumpster. She looked up and saluted Connor when he approached, then went back to her scrutiny of the body that lay very near the top. She spoke with her back to him. "Hey there, Connor. Good thing she was discovered when she was. The truck comes first thing in the morning to empty this particular bin. I'll be finished in a minute and you can come up and have a look." "Thanks, Serena." He shook his head as he did every time he saw the woman in action. Tall, willowy, with straight-as-a-stick raven-colored hair and ice-blue eyes, she was runway model perfect, with a mind so quick Connor finally quit trying to match wits with her. Never in a million years would he have picked this job for her, but after getting to know her and working with her over the past year, he couldn't see her doing anything else. Connor walked closer. The stench in the air grew stronger. Jack Hollister, 35 years old with gray-streaked blonde hair, efficiently led the crime scene unit. He knelt easily, examining the asphalt about 6 feet away from the dumpster. Connor had worked with him in the past. From their first case together, he'd quickly grown to respect and appreciate Jake as a professional who took his job seriously. They often met at the gym for a game of one-on-one basketball. Connor stuffed his hands in his front pockets of his jeans. "Hey, Jake, is it Leslie Saunders?" Jake looked up and nodded. His eyes shadowed. "Yep." "Found anything in common with the other two?" Jake bagged something that might be evidence, tagged it, and tossed it into his collections bag. He stood to face Connor, his frustration obvious. "I found a folded piece of paper, but it's so ratty, I'm afraid it'll fall apart if I do anything with it here. The lab might be able to figure out what it is. Other than that, there's nothing much on the surface. I'll know more later today." He sighed and used the back of his wrist to rub his nose. "The only thing that tells me these 3 victims are linked is the gender and age of the victims, and my gut. According to Serena, this one was shot. They've all died differently, but when we get her back to the morgue, I'll bet Serena will find she's recently had a baby. You know, Jake, this guy is really starting to get under my skin. Yeah, join the club. We've been working every medical facility within a 30-mile radius and nothing. Not a sign these pregnant girls have ever seen a doctor. I don't get it." His phone rang. Frowning, he pulled it out of the clip to check out the caller ID. "Jenna?" He gave Jake a sign to hang on and stepped away to answer. "Jenna, are you all right?" Dad, where are you?" "I'm at a crime scene, honey. I left you a note on the counter. Are you okay?" Sniffling. Yeah, I'm okay. I didn't see your note. I woke up to go to the bathroom and you weren't in your bed and I didn't know." A frustrated sigh echoed in his ear. "I had to make sure you were okay. When are you coming home?" "I'll be there as soon as I can." "Why do you have to be a cop? Why can't you have a nice, boring, safe job?" she whined. Frustration had him shoving a hand through his slowly drying hair. Janet